Zenless Zone Zero is set to come out soon and I'm stoked for it. I love gacha games and especially Hoyo versus games because they're some of the highest quality you can get compared to other gacha games, and ZZZ is no exception. In terms of looks, I think ZZZ is the best gacha game we have right now. The graphics are absolutely stellar and the character animations and cutscenes just make the game look so much better. And I thought most people felt the same way I did about ZZZ. After being stuck with Genshin Impact for 3 years, any gacha game on its level is welcomed with open arms. But after coming across a community post by I Want to Lose Gaming, I found out that a lot of people don't feel the same way. I Want to Lose Gaming basically set up a poll asking his community if they were gonna play ZZZ. He set up 3 options to choose from. Yes, it's amazing, might give it a shot, and nah, it's not for me. Naturally, I picked yes, it looks amazing. And to my surprise, only 18% of voters picked the same option as me. 40% of voters said that they might play it, and 43% of voters just straight up said, nah, I'm not interested. And there were a total of 74,000 voters. I was really confused by this, and I even low-key thought I was tripping. I genuinely couldn't wrap my head around why the ratio was so bad. 74,000 votes doesn't represent the entire gacha community, but I think it gives us a pretty good idea of what everyone is thinking. There's also the possibility that this is just exclusive to I Want to Lose's community, but I don't know why that would change anything because he makes guides on Hoyoverse games and ZZZ falls under that umbrella. If the ratio was this bad, then I was sure that there would be some reasons why in the comments, so that's where I immediately went. It's funny because most of these comments replies are just people arguing about Wuthering Waves versus Genshin. It's not bad, I'm just having more fun with games like Wuwa, HSR, and Genshin. It has 146 replies. Edit, I think I started World War IV or something in the comments. Depends if Hoyo listened to TV parts, I might, but if I'll be forced to spend 30 to 40% of my time navigating through that, nope, I'm not touching that game. Wuwa has more than provided my needs in playing a true massive gacha action game. Nah, too much gacha. If it surpasses Wuthering Waves combat mechanics, I'll play it 100% though. At the moment, I don't have any more room for gacha games. A lot of good gacha games might suffer because they're not better than what we're currently playing. I don't know, I'm already playing Wuwa and HSR. I really don't feel like playing another gacha game unless ZZZ turns out to be insanely good, then I can give it a try. My storage is full with Genshin, Wuwa, and Star Rail. It's not that I don't want to play, but I can't afford to. I already have a lineup of my favorites. I'm sure it's cool though. Y'all motherfuckers should stop trying to hype up every single gacha game out there. I ain't playing. My mind and storage ain't for overrated games. Playing too many gacha games makes me burn out easily, especially for free to play. It's hard to play 4 time-consuming games, and more gacha games are releasing. It's not just one game like it was at Genshin time. So I stick with the one I enjoyed the most and keep playing it. The rest is just one try, then I leave before addiction starts. Did I miss something? Why are people so pessimistic about this game? All I'll say is the exact same thing happened with HSR. People saw it was turn-based and lost interest, but it quickly gained its own following of the people who are fans of the genre/game, and it grew more. I'm interested to see where it goes, and since it's free, I might give it a try as well, so just looking in the replies of the same comment. For me personally, it's not that I'm pessimistic, it's just that I'm currently playing both HSR and Wuwa, and I really don't want to add another game too right now. It's not pessimism, it's a lack of interest. It's a hack and slash with some niche designs. It doesn't have the broad appeal that other games do. That and Wuwa just released. Elden Ring DLC just released, and Final Fantasy is getting a major patch. That's a lot of cross audience that has more distractions. Add Azure Premilia and a few other gachas upcoming to the list, and ZZZ doesn't even have the same pool. I'm just having fun with Wuwa and HSR at the moment, and the game itself, other than how the cutscenes look, it's just not appealing enough for me to want to even try. I'll probably just watch story cutscenes on YouTube, or maybe not even that. Just doesn't have much to offer that I'm interested in is all. Good luck to the game though. So yeah, as you can see, probably the biggest factor for people not wanting to play ZZZ is the fact that they're occupied with too many other gacha games. It seems like in most cases, they either don't have enough time and or storage to play the game. I personally don't have these problems, so that's just something I never thought about. I enjoy video games, but I do think they're a waste of my time, so I try to limit myself to where I only play when there's a new patch update or a new game. So I really don't have the time problem. As for storage, I think that's just mainly a mobile problem because most PCs and PlayStations have at least 500 gigabytes of storage when these games are like 30-60 gigabytes. I think normal phones have like around 100 gigabytes of storage. I just bought a 1 terabyte SSD for my PC, so I'm chilling. And that's why these problems never really occurred to me. I can definitely understand why people don't want to add another gacha game to their roster. With the way gacha games are, you have to constantly keep up with them by logging in daily, doing events, and claiming rewards before they go away. And it could be hard to do that with 4 different games at the same time. I play at my own pace and I'm really not pressed for progression. Only time I really grind is when a new game comes out. I think everyone is going to at least try ZZZ, and if they don't like it, they'll just go back to their other gacha. Or they might add it to their roster, who knows. As for storage, like I said before, I think most people who have that problem are on mobile. I think it's crazy how many people are still on mobile, because out of all 3 devices, mobile is hands down the worst to play on. My $1,000 iPhone 14 Pro is nowhere near as good as my $400 PS5. Actually, my PS5 is better than my $800 PC pumped up with $600 worth of upgrades over the years. So everyone on mobile must be playing because they don't have money, right? Either that or they're out and about and away from their PC or P5. If you're an adult, I think you can easily scrounge up like $200-300 to buy a used PS5, whether it be through a part-time job, side hustles, or just favors. A video on why there's so many mobile players and why would be sick, because I'm genuinely curious on the matter. Some other guys said that ZZZ is a repackaged and reskinned Honkai Impact 3rd. And it's funny because ZZZ is the game that got me to play Honkai Impact 3rd. I had tried it before, but I really didn't start playing until the first ZZZ closed beta test came out. Gameplay wise, these games are very similar, and that's probably another reason people are skipping out on this game. Hell, if you have certain characters in Honkai Impact 3rd, I think the combat looks even better than ZZZ's. The TV system was another problem that a lot of people had with the game during the first and second CBT. The TV system is basically a bunch of puzzles, but the problem was that there were too many of them and they took up way too much time. However, they did try to fix this in the 3rd CBT. They removed a lot of them and they added like a fast forward button to make them go faster. But even after these improvements, I don't think many people are happy about it. I saw some other people saying that players don't want to play ZZZ because they already have Wuthering Waves. I'd say the best thing ZZZ has going for it is its combat. The story is pretty mid from what I've seen, and other than that, there's really not much else to do. And I do think ZZZ's combat looks very good, but it's just shallow compared to Wuthering Waves. So yeah, that's probably another factor. Looking at the comments, there are a lot of people saying that they're too busy playing Wuwa. Also, I haven't been seeing too many people post videos on ZZZ. I saw tons of videos and ads for Wuwa before it came out, and I haven't seen it nearly as many for ZZZ. I've seen some during the closed beta test, but not many now. And the game is about to come out in a few days. But I don't know, maybe I'm just looking in the wrong places. With all of that being said, ZZZ does have like 40 million pre-registers, so I'm sure tons of people will play the game or at least try it. It's a Hoyo game after all. And it's going to be on PS5 at launch, unlike every other big gacha game. Most of my friends don't have a PC, but they do have a P5. So as soon as the servers open, we're all gonna be there, lickety split. I will definitely be playing it and covering it at launch, so if you've enjoyed this video so far, then you'll probably enjoy my future videos, which means you might as well subscribe.